in the making. Reach out and we take it. About to emerge, we on the verge, and it feels like greatness. Great. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness.
What's going on, everybody? Crimson here on the Wrestling Talk channel. How have you been? Hope you had a good Monday. Did you watch Raw? If so, stick around, tune in, because we're going to give you the Crimson Raw review 11/6/23. And it all starts off with Seth Rollins starting the show, making his way to the ring. And he was just going over some things that happened at Crown Jewel. And, one thing led to another. Sami gets called out by Rollins. And Sami Zayn tells Rollins they are fighting the good fight. And they are fighting the Bloodline 2.0, a.k.a. the Judgment Day. Rollins, he agrees. Okay, yeah, maybe. So he offers Sami a match. But not just any match. Seth Rollins offers Sami Zayn a World Heavyweight Championship match. Hell yeah, bro. And we'll get into that. Moving on, we have Drew McIntyre showing up in a black Cadillac. Got out of the car, says nothing, got back in his car, and left. Moving on, we have the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, the Judgment Day, defeating the New Day in a non-title match, which was a good match. Shortly after that, Shinsuke Nakamura defeats Tozawa. Nakamura is growing on me. He really is. He's just entertaining. Yes, I know there's no chance. Oh, I want to get back into it. There's no chance. That's what you got. See what I did there? Moving on, we have Adam Pearce explaining why he chose Ivar, Miz, Bronson Reed, and Ricochet for the Fatal 4-Way. And I thought that was a nice touch. I would like to see more explanations like this. It shows there's some actual thought put into things, unlike before. The Miz defeats Ivar, Ricochet, and Bronson Reed in the Fatal 4-Way. He will face Gunther for the Intercontinental title at Survivor Series. The Intercontinental title, baby. Ivar took out his frustration on the Miz after that match. There was a major botch at the end. It looked like there was meant to be a double count at the end, with Miz pinning Reed and Ivar and pinning Ricochet, but Ricochet kicked out. The ref acted like he didn't see it and was telling the Miz to stop celebrating. But then they announced the Miz was the winner and showed that Ricochet kicked out. Here's my take on it. Either the ref was told the wrong information, or Ricochet kicked out when he wasn't supposed to. I was kind of disappointed, but it was still a good match. But it was, it happens, man. It's funny, though. The Creed brothers and Ivy have officially signed their main roster contracts and now are a part of the Raw roster. Hey, speaking of, things growing on me, it's the Creed brothers, man. I'm starting to like on those guys. They're new, and I don't think they should be facing DIY, though. Neither team should be losing yet. But look, not with DIY just getting back together and the Creed brothers just coming to Raw and being new. Look, either way, it'll be a great match, right? And guess what it was? They defeated DIY after Kaiser attacked Gargano. It was pretty obvious that it would happen, but the Creed brothers still pick up a huge, important win. And backstage, moving on shortly after that, Jey Uso wishes Sami good luck ahead of his big match tonight. Jey also says that he and Cody Rhodes have their rematch for the tag team titles, but against the Judgment Day next week. So that's going to be very interesting. Backstage, we had Becky Lynch and Nia Jax. Nia Jax said, "It'll make me the happiest since I broke your face." And they're they're feuding right now. She says that, then Becky comes back and says, after that happened, I went on to win in main event WrestleMania and win it. And you went on to get fired, 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 fired. You're hired, 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 hired. You're fired. Becky torched her. Becky obliterated her. And hey, we had a women's battle royal tonight. Xia Li attacked Becky Lynch before the match could even start. So Adam Pearce ran out and personally disqualified her from the battle royal. You disqualified, Shody. Becky is also out of the match. And the battle royal continued, and it was awesome. They put on a great match. Nikki Cross is seriously committed to her character or whatever character she's got going on right now, where she just stares into the abyss, staring at me, staring at you, staring at the staring. Well, all right. Anyways, it went on for a while, but Zoe Stark wins the Women's Battle Royal and will face Rhea Ripley for the WWE Women's World title at Survivor Series. And they later had some confrontation backstage. Moving on, we have let's just get to the main event. I've been rambling here for almost 7 minutes. The main event, Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn, tearing that roof off, man, bringing the house down when these two entertainers, these two wrestlers, these two sports entertainers, these superstars, these mega stars face off. It's art. Simply put, it's art. And they had a great, fantastic match. Now, my head kind of played around. Well, I know it's not going to happen because, look, in my crown jewel prediction, I said that Seth Rollins would retain when many would thought, were thinking that he would lose it. I had a feeling he would just retain, so that's why I went with Rollins. But for some reason, my mind was playing tricks on me. It's like, well, wait a minute. Maybe, but no, not on Raw, even though we've seen a world champion be dethroned on Raw before. Surely not tonight. And it did not happen. Seth Rollins retains, beating Sammy. And after that match, the two showed great sportsmanship. And but it didn't last for long until the Judgment Day came out and started an all-out assault. And it was chaos. Then main event Jey Uso came out. He got in there, got his hands dirty. And following that, the American Nightmare came out. And it was on. And they're probably still brawling right now, and the show's already been off an hour. Who knows? Who knows? They're probably still having a slugfest. But things are getting set up for Survivor Series as we see. And next Raw should be just as good, or if not better than this Raw. And this Raw, I would rate a 4 out of 5. I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5, actually. Pretty good Raw. Tell me what you thought about it. This has been Crimson's Raw review, 11/6/23, and thank you for tuning in. And as we would like to say around here, wrestle on.